Hello and welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Today is December 10th, and this is episode 152. Today we're going to take a look at the Cimmerian, the Frost Giant's daughter. And this is a Robert E. Howard Savage Hero Uncensored. It comes out by Ablaze is the publisher, and this is number one. And Robin Recht is the writer and artist on this. Now, I want to just mention this is a really nice cover. It shows this Frost Giant's daughter, and I don't know if this is Red Sonja or not, or it's going to be, or if it's another redhead that Robert E. Howard has thought of. But Red Sonja's name does not come up in the book at all. So for now, we'll just drink in this cover here. Nice, very nice cover. Just want to mention that there were other covers for this. I did see this one. It was very nice with the polar bears and the Cimmerian in the background, and also this one with the polar bears again in the background. And I didn't see these though, any of these other ones here. And I think I saw that one as well, which was pretty mystical. Now, the Cimmerian is actually Conan, if you haven't figured that out by now. So let's get into the book a little bit. All right. Nice cover, nice angle, nice composition, snow. This whole thing takes place in the snow outdoors, and it's about 19 pages long, 20 if you include this page that has a quote of Robert Howard, as well. We get a little blurb about Robert E. Howard over here, and a little bit also about Conan. I'm not sure why they don't call it Conan. I'm assuming it's licensing rights. Maybe Conan is in the public domain, and that's why they can use his name in here, but not his name on the cover, or maybe they just have the rights to put him in a story. Like I said, this was written and drawn by Robert Recht, and there's a number of cover artists here if you want to take that in, soak all of that in. This is my first book I've read by Ablaze, the publisher, and it's really quite good. This is a recommend, by the way. So what starts out, all these drawings, or you might even say paintings, are very impressionistic. You want to drink in that a little bit. Just a lot of fun. It's very cold, very dark, lots of blood, lots of death, lots of snow. You can see that beautiful mountain in the background, just very impressionistic, the snow falling and all. It was a very easy read, a little poetic in some ways, but also it had a little bit of action in here too, so that was enjoyable. And you see the dark forest here, and you know things are going on. It's hard to see. The story starts out, there's two groups of Vikings. I believe they're Vikings. They're at least Norsemen. And one group has been split in two, so to speak. So one group, main group, went running off after it was a distraction, while the other group was slaughtered on a frozen lake. And they find this out after the diversion group goes out. So they plunder on towards the frozen lake, knowing that they're probably going to get wiped out as well. But they soldier on as is. And in the distance, there is a redhead watching all this up in the mountains, guarded by two large polar bears. So this is, the art in this is just really nice. And the woman's drawn beautifully. You just feel the coldness, and now you feel the death and blood and everything else. I mean, you see just enough that it just makes you know what's going on, and you know that it's not good for most of the people in this. So by the end of all this battle, as the redhead looks on in glee, the Frost Giant's daughter, there will only be one. My book came apart here, but I'm going to see if my dealer will take it back. And so at the end, there is just one left standing, and he is the Hemdall, or Hemdil. He's and he sees there's a warlord left out in the distance, so it's just two left. All these other warriors have been slaughtered, killed, died fighting. And he tries to engage him in conversation, yet the stranger, who he's not sure who he is because he's got dark hair instead of red or golden hair, who he is. And finally, he tells him, "My name is Conan," and he will kill him. And so they face off, and that's kind of the end of the story here. It is to be continued. And the redhead looks on in glee and astonishment, saying, "I like his power." So I will be in for the second one because I do like the art in this. It was only 19 pages of true storyline as far as I can tell. But then we get 4 pages of Robert E. Howard's book from 1934, and it follows along with the story. I have not completely read this, all 4 pages, but I thought that was a nice addition. So in addition to the 19-20 pages or so we got of art, we get 4 more pages of text, and then we get a small snippet from Unsacred, Volume 2, Number 1. And if you're not familiar with that, it's a young devil marries a young angel, and they have a family. And the young devil is very horny. The the angel's kind of more of a, she loves him, but also more pragmatic, so to speak. So just you get a little glimpse of that book. And then we also get a showcase for something called Gung Ho coming out in January 2021. If you want to pause the story now and zoom in and read this, but this looks like to be some kind of perhaps ninja samurai type story. We'll find out, sure. And we saw the covers, some of the other covers, and this is the cover for issue 2. And I can't wait to get into this as we see the Frost Giant's daughter and Conan. So that'll be a good one. And finally, we get this nice little quick excerpt from the book. "My name is Conan, old man, and I will kill you." So all in all, it is a recommend. I'm going to pause it right now because I do have something else to show you that is related to this that I also picked up yesterday. So hang tight. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and this is actually a commission I asked for a couple weeks ago from a friend of mine that does very nice artwork. I'm going to put his name up, and of course that is Red Sonja. It's gotten a lot of likes on Instagram. He posted it on there, and I am the proud owner of the original, so I'm pretty happy about that. Here's his name is Benn Nguyen. I'll zoom in there a little bit if you want to see that a little bit more. He did an excellent job on this. He also does a lot of other superheroes and such, and we're actually going to try to work together on a book, a samurai book, samurai story. I'm very excited. He liked what I'd written so far, so I'm very happy about that. Here's his signature. So if you see the signature to come, he's being followed by some people from Boom Studios and Dynamite as well, who does Red Sonja. So they liked this one. They actually liked it. So they're following him now as well. So hopefully we'll get something going, and that'll come out soon, and everybody can enjoy it. And maybe finally you'll see some of the work that I do. But anyway, this is Indie Comics Jones from the Temple of Tomes. Please like, please subscribe, please leave comments. Love to hear from you. And as always, thank you for stopping by. I bid you adieu.